come back to our senses. Coming back to our senses means that we must apply that our leaders has been centralizing, which is the unity of purpose. The unity of purpose supposed to be the central amongst all, meaning that number one is the unity of purpose. What you will be thinking is on collective reasoning, not your individual self or your personal self. Each and every one of us supposed to prioritize collectivism, never individualism, because collectivism is the only reason for our independence. That is the only reason for our independence. Nothing more, nothing less. If you are thinking only about yourself, you get it wrong. But by the time you think about yourself and others, your life and the life of others, you get it very correct. So, thank you so much. That is what we have for today. We can, by the time we get to our different destinations, digress this and meditate over it. That is the way it is. The Igbo people are under threat from all sorts of people. It was easier by the time you had 1967 and 1970. But now, there are lots of enemies that entered into our people and they confuse them, thereby making them not to be focused on, being independent. There are some people that use monetary endorsement to making sure that they divert attention, or what you call the focus of our people, towards being subjugated by foreign powers, etc. But at the same time, when you hear the call of the ancestors, like our music system, that will help and bring you back to base. Very, very important. But if our people fail to recognize what they have at their base, we will find it very difficult to get what we want. So, brothers and sisters, thank you for being very, very, very acute in what we're doing. And we hope that with time, it will be very, very clear for our people. So thank you for coming to the space, Silver Blue, and host of others that came before this time around. I know you that we must maintain our support to BRJE, BDF. Very, very simple. Thank you so much. We shall see as the story unfolds. This is the legitimate path, not the other way around. This is the legitimate path, not the other way around. So thank you so much for your understanding. Tomorrow, we shall be more earlier so that most of people will have the opportunity to join what we're doing. So, but for now, I thank you all for understanding that this is the correct way to go. But before I, why are they
have shamed the devil and all the
when they invited him at Lion's house? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said no. What you need is for our people, Omambala, with something very close to our people, but our people need, I don't know whom they need to explain to them that, look, now what in Africa, I don't know the kind of person we need to explain to them that there is a big problem, that we should henceforth, diversify our thought. That is, we should try to start thinking in line with the reality. What is happening? What is really the main challenge we have as a people? By looking at national level, when you look at what is happening in the country, national, I don't want our people, I'm not suggesting that our people should be looking at politicians. Don't look at what politicians are doing, or these people that thought that they have made lots of money. We shouldn't be looking at them, but rather we should look at what is happening in that country in a larger spectrum. We should look at that, because by the time we look at what is happening at a larger spectrum, we will be able to fathom exactly what is going to be our fate. And having established that, we can defend ourselves and be alive because of our children. Listen again to another sound. Wealth of live. And only what we're interested is as if we're living normal life. Our Igbo people, the only thing that they care about is normal business. Let me tell you, Igbo land is not another country yet. All of us are fighting. Ojukwu has been fighting to make Igbo land another country so that we can simply live our life the way we want it. You understand what I'm saying, my people? Now, do not relax. And let me use this opportunity to thank our people from Omambala, because they have shown to the government of the day, to the legitimate government of the day, that the will of the people is sacred, not the will of politicians. The people in Anambra, I repeat, have shown to the government of the day, the illegitimate government of the day, that it's not a question of being surrounded by military men. If you want to participate in what we're doing this evening, although I don't have much time, just kindly request the mic. If not, I continue till my time is up, then I have to leave. Because the sobriety of what I'm saying this evening, just as usual, is that we should stop thinking the way we used to think. Ndị na-agba mbọ, mansion, a na-arụ mansion. Ndị Fulani, ndị Arab, ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala. Ha si na nna ha, imagine ndị na-enwere ala in your land in Anambra, in Abakaliki, in Agbaja, in Igodomigodo, the land that your forefathers left for your father and the father of your father, and it reached you. People, the tilapia fish, see from nowhere, NNAMDI Hanako, I say that their own father, all the way from Uzbekistan Empire, how I say about the level, these people doesn't have, they are not recognized as anything there. In the Islamic world, they are called the Mujahids. They came all the way from where I don't know where they come from. And they say that the land of your father is the estate of their own, that their father told them that our own land is, or your own land is their own. Then they are coming to remove you. Instead of you to say no, instead of to say, oh, wait, no, we have had this, but it is not true. This land of Ndi Igbo belongs to Ndi Igbo. It is not from the Fulani. Maybe that is what that has not yet entered. Nobody Sindibai. You stop and fight the enemy. That is what America is doing today. America, under the government of Donald Trump, have seen that these people that they thought that they were just poor people coming from Somalia, coming from Honduras, coming from every nook and cranny as poor people. To have entered them, they are challenging even American government, and they are coming with a strange culture, with different types of deceit. They have entered government. America say no. Wait, let's stop the hell here, man. Let's stop the hell here, man. That's America very hot now. America is very, very hot because America want to stop anybody that is coming to claim heritage of their forefathers. That is what Ndi was supposed to do. Not to living as if everything is normal. My chop, Choludo's not to close my chop. Us not to close my chop. Just us not. Akwihe Soludo chop. I put ambos Monday. I mepe chop. I mepe chop. Son kaka Soludo chop. On you see market. Obula for beer. Ige mepe chop. Ichero the man that before Soludo bia. Now every Monday, na they declare sit at home because of the ill treatment meted against your father and your brother and your uncle. Our friend, NNAMDI KANU, whose only sin is because he said we should not be maltreated. How about that Nandia, Nona Chichi, Diana Pomuha governors? My meaning by politics and government and governance. Again, Tinihe NNAMDI KANU kwuru mgbe ha kpọrọ ya meeting na Lions House na Enugu na Agbaja. Ihe NNAMDI KANU kwuru mgbe bifo ekwudo okwu Eastern Security Network creation. Bụrụ ka alụọ seaport, alụọ airport, alụọ industry, alụọ okporo ụzọ, alụọ okporo train, alụọ nke a, alụọ ụgbọ mmiri, alụọ nke a, just ka arụọ ihe, alụọ electricity, alụọ security, ka onye ọbụla dị oke. Ọ bụ na ndị a sị na ha bụ politicians ma ife politics pụta, ha kara isi nna m ukwu daalụ sọ ngwa ka alụbịa like pericoma na sị nke ọbụla na-emesi mebi ọsịsọ alụba ụzọ nsogbu aka adịdị ọkara dịdị ha sị no problem my brother ebe a ihe na-eme akpọchi ya one side na one corner si ya nna m ukwu ihe a na-ebe akwa share the money nna m ukwu ha niile bụ NNAMDI KANU. I say not for share the money. NNAMDI KANU say no bro for share the money. Please somebody mute the mic. No bro for share the money. Vigorem has been transmobilified to Vox Popula, Vox Dei, meaning that the wish of the people is the wish of God. And that is the fountain of democracy. Please, Mazi Anakonam, you have the mic. You have the mic.
Good evening, dear friends. Great dear friends. Omuchukwu Ikabiama. Ndewanu. I salute you all. I salute the most educated man in the whole of Europe. Made bridge. And all the cabinets. Good evening from my location, from my base. Yes, I want to thank our leader, Mazen Nande KANU, in a very special way. The man that sacrificed even his life, his parents, for his people, over 80 millions of people to live. Instead of killing over 80 millions and take away our belongings, our mineral resources, and even make us a slave, he decided that he will took it upon himself, just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ said, instead of thousands to die because of one man, let one man die for the millions of people to live. This is a real demonstration of what our leader Mazen Kanu, MNK Okuchukwu Kanu, did, even together with the parents, Eze, Israel, and his wife, because two of them stood by their son, Mazen Kanu. May the Lord Elohim continue to strengthen him, continue to bless him. In fact, for what is happening today, I am very glad, because he has been vindicated from every angle. And I will never forget to thank our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who set up this Biafran government in exile. And he started preaching to us, telling us that about this seat at home is one of the weapons that will give us Biafra. And he said that he is he is testing us, putting us through, so that for the days ahead, so that it will not come for us as a surprise, that he is preparing us for the future, what is about to come. And if you look at today, you see that preparation that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa have prepared his people, just like father, like son, like Mazen Nande Kanu, which he said, I am the disciple of Mazen Nande Kanu. He prepared us for a day like this. And today we are seeing it to the extent that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa have already vindicated, because the Nigerian and all the agents and the DOS and so on and so forth are tagging sit at home against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, saying that he is the one that enforcing sit at home. He is the one that enforcing sit at home. The world have seen it very clean and clear. That is why he too is vindicated. And I'm happy for that, because our people did not abandon their own. The real-blooded Biafrans can never abandon their own. They did not abandon our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they did not abandon our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I am more than glad and appreciative to God, Chukwuemeka Abiyama, who is vindicating Biafrans all over. Then, I am happy that Biafrans are very resolute for what they believe in, which is freedom of Biafra. Biafrans are very resolute. From this very particular sit at home today, has breaking the camel's back, have shamed the devil and all the agents, have shamed the Soludo. That is to say that Biafrans have abandoned that illegitimate governors from the southeast. So I am very, very happy, because that's how Biafrans speak in one mind, one voice, before they will say Simon Ekpa is enforcing sit at home. Now, Simon Ekpa is not there, NNAMDI KANU is not there, and the Biafrans say they need the release of NNAMDI KANU. That is the only solution. One condition. Is it not Nigerian government and their agents are forcing people to go to their business area, so that when we go our normal businesses, we will not know when the Fulanis overrun Biafrans? That is their target. That is because they say that Igbos are love money more than their life. This is their belief. But for this one have shown them that Igbos, our eyes have opened. The eyes of Biafrans have opened. We have known, our leader Master can open our eyes, and we have seen them all their strategies, and they have fallen. Nigeria have collapsed completely. Biafra is advancing, moving, marching forward to our restoration, which is here and now, here. So we are marching forward. And I thank the bridge, the Biafran government in exile, who is piloting these affairs, most especially our Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu NKERE. We never, I can never leave him behind without appreciating him. In fact, it is the work of God. May the Lord continue to guide and protect them for us. It is the work of God, because if, supposing that the liberation of Biafra or Biafran struggle fall on the hand of one Nigerianist, fall on the hand of People's Club of Nigeria, fall on the hands of Fulanis, what will be our future today? But for as God may have it, through the prayer of our leader Mazi NNAMDI KANU, God arranged everything that the people that will be on top of Biafra movement is the full-blooded Biafrans, not mixed breed. So, I thank each and every one of you who stood on the ground, who stood without shaking when we are about to go for the redeclaration in Finland. They want to demoralize all of us, that if we come to Finland, Nigerian police will arrest, Finland will catch everybody and put everybody into jail. But Biafra say no, that we must, even if he's died, we are going to die in Finland. And when Biafrans march in Finland, everywhere we are trembling. But already they have their second plan by arresting our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, so that he will not be there. But God placed another man who is giving them hell. So, I don't want to speak much long, only to thank all of you and say Happy New Year, Happy 2026. Hoping, by grace of God, Nigeria will not survive this year. Biafran is going home. Biafran is going home. And I pray also our Biafran Defense Force, the Triple General, Igwe Butuzo, and all the commanders. I salute you all. I have seen what you people are doing. Nigeria is trembling. Nigeria is shaking. Nigeria is, they thought that they will buy all of you with money. They thought that, hey, with money, everything is possible for them. They go and hire a lobbyist, even too much money. But still, all of them is in vain. We are winning. We are winning. We are winning. Elohim has made it. So, I appreciate all of you and continue to pray that good Lord will never abandon us. That good Lord will release our leader Mazi NNAMDI KANU for us to join us and also our Prime Minister, that all of us will enter Biafra. One thing I appreciate God, that when he promised, he can never abandon you. When he say, before our leader said, before Biafra will come, the Biafra will come with a righteousness, and God will separate the wheat, the shaft from the wheat. And as I can see, that those in Biafra government in exile and those that are standing with Simon Ekpa and our Prime Minister, our leader, Mazen KANU, are those people that are prefer that 100 men that our leader, Mazen KANU, demanded from God to go to. So, and they are doing the needful. So, all glory, all adoration, all thanksgiving be unto him. And for those who God have chosen to as an instrument to make it happen without collecting money. Today, the DOS and the Honorable Fulani, they are claiming that they are the people that make things happen in Washington, D.C. But they are deceiving those who they can deceive, not Biafrans. Now, the Biafrans have known the truth. Biafrans have known the real people. Biafrans have, no matter their lies and propaganda. Today, Nigerian news says that main market is open, that they obey Soludos and I laugh. Without evidence, but Biafrans have given the evidence showing how Ochanja market, everywhere, main market is locked down. But they are just playing propaganda, even when everybody, the whole world, know that they are lying. They are still propagating that lie. Tell me how this country called zoo will survive. People who live only propaganda and lying. Even when you hold them, catch them, they will still lie. Imagine, this is social media, time. That even what the whole thing is, the whole world is seeing it as it is happening. But the shame can never allow them, because they are corrupt, and all whatever they are doing is based on propaganda and lies. But truth can never change. So, because our leader said, I will destroy that zoo with only truth. So, we thank God, and may the God Almighty continue to strengthen us, embolden us to do more, so that we will enter the promised land, which God has promised to us. So, very soon, we will rejoice. Our leader will come out. Prime Minister will come out. And Biafra will march. Biafra will come. As I said, Nigeria can never survive this 2026. And even if they survive it, they can never, our freedom is here. 2027, they can never, in fact, they can never survive it. Let me just put it that way. But my faith is telling me that this year is Biafra total freedom from Nigeria. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, the most educated man in the whole of Europe. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. May God continue to bless you, give you more wisdom to stand strong till Biafra is totally restored. N'aha Chukwu Okike Abiama, I pray. He said. Thank you.
And there
was good morning. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Here we are. Catholic. So see how good. Laying on our feet on ground. Based on your speech, which is heavenly, you acknowledge the three leaders that we have. precisely Mazi Onyendu NNAMDI KANU, Mazi Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and Mazi Prime Minister Honorable Ogechukwu NKERE. Very, very important. People should understand this because we must have a starting point. Before Mazi NNAMDI KANU, there was our eternal leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. Yes, of the blessed memoria. Then he passed the baton to even Wazirike that was sabotaged. Then it was Wazirike that had the echelon that made Mazi NNAMDI KANU to come very, very close. And he was able to take this struggle forward. And when he saw Mazi Simon Ekpa as being very, very determined to carry on, he passed the baton to Mazi Simon Ekpa. And that is the same thing Mazi Simon Ekpa did. And passed the baton to Mazi Ogechukwu NKERE. And Mazi Ogechukwu NKERE is right now representing both of them and all of them and all of us. Let's put it now that something happened to Ogechukwu NKERE. Another prime minister will surge, will come upon to carry the struggle along till Biafra comes. But I know that this struggle will end in Trinity. Mazi NNAMDI KANU in terms of premiership, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Ogechukwu NKERE, because we have gone too far. Because already I want Biafrans to be happy. Only thing that I ask Biafrans, I crave the indulgence of Biafrans to stop thinking the way we used to think. Egombute. Making competition on who rides the best, SUV vehicles or quote keneze. Let us understand the enemy. And then are the Satans. They are the Antichrist, or what you call Antichrist. If our people are able to understand this, any problem. If our people are able to understand that the Antichrist, the problem that we have are the Muslims, there is no saint in Islamism. Everything concerning the Sharia is against other people that are not of Islam. Anything concerning Islamic religion is not healthy. That is the reason why America today is fighting against. America has gone gaga. America is in the spirit of socio-political dilemma in terms of the digging of what is the causa bellum, dulce bellum ac pacis. No, this is very, very venom bellum ac pacis from the Islamia. That is the reason why you see the ICE people in America becoming so infuriated and very, very crazy. If they see anything that looks like like dark skin, you are condemned. No, even before the police will arrest you, you're already condemned. Because they have seen that the Muslim using the mujahid. Pardon me when I speak like this. The Muslim words, the Ariana Islamia, the main Arab use the mujahid, that is the black, dark colored skin Muslims, to perpetrate evil in the interest of the original sender, which is the Ariana Islamia. That's why they created the words like Al-Hajjiyya, Al-Hajji Ajia, Mecca. They created Mujahid like a kind of title. and they pump money to them. If you see an African that is converted to Islam, you do the highest title they will give to you if you're very strong is Mujahid or Al-Haji or Sheikh. They will not give you Hulama. They will not give you Bazaar. There are other titles that they can never give to you because you are not part of that. Because in Islam, black man is a slave. But if you use your hand to believe that you're a slave, meaning that is to your own detriment. So it is good for people. That is, I'm very, very happy when people understand the Trinity and the spirit that is moving the struggle, and they throw away everything concerning individualism and understand their leaders. Like our brother and Akram said, Mazi NNAMDI KANU, number one. Mazi Simon Ekpa, number two. As far as this time, from 2011 is concerned, or 2012 is concerned, there are three leaders. Mazi Simon, Mazi NNAMDI KANU, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Mazi NKERE. Two of these are not free, but one is free. When we understand this, there will be no need for people to be fighting or to be, pouring a kind of bile spirit. That is a reason why NNAMDI KANU said he needed 100 men. And there was a time he said, out of the whole DOS, although he didn't say it verbatim, out of the people surrounding him, he cannot count up to, is it 15 men?
15 men.
I joined Mazi NNAMDI. Yeah, I joined Mazi NNAMDI KANU precisely 2020. When we were enjoying COVID-19. That was when I joined Mazi NNAMDI KANU. So you see, he said he couldn't find up to 15 men. But I remember that when I joined, I heard that some people were being paid money, like in pounds and sterling. I say, and I quote freedom fighting, freedom fighter. I say, I'm going to be here. Can't come out against in England. How can you be in England, living in Great Britain? And now I go what is this? Before I know it, I saw Simon Ekpa. And I singly born as I can't listen to know what is happening. It was serious. So before I know it, I saw the group that I called Umuada. One woman, I don't know where she came from. She went to the place of Mazi NNAMDI KANU. He was saying, where are these women? I saw many things during that time. So to crown it all, because stories can come, but it's important we are on the side of the truth and we understand exactly what we need to do so that we will not fail. What is important is that we understand that this battle is not a child play. We know the reason why Mazi NNAMDI KANU chose Simon Ekpa upon all the whole people. Then Simon Ekpa lastly chose Ogechukwu Nkere for the registration of Brigi. Nobody should go and be bringing lies to Simon Ekpa that it's not free to exercise. Because at times, I see that some people, even out of their ignorance, they go forging things, formulating things. There is no way Mazi Simon Ekpa could be, or Mazi NNAMDI KANU could be in those detentions, defending himself at the same time, being in charge of IPOB or Biafran government in exile. It must be someone that is free, that's supposed to be piloting that. But that person that is free, that is piloting that affairs of IPOB and BRGIE, let me put it in a balanced formula. That person must follow what is written in the law and must look at what the people want, both at home and in diaspora, and also by observing the international law. By the time this are balanced, there is nothing enemy can do. I repeat, there is nothing enemy can do. So, and I think we are the best we are at the best juncture, because if you watch now, you see, there was a time the DOS fought against sit at home. And the DOS, to my own knowledge, DOS sold ESN. Through Chike Doziem, he said it. He thought he can wipe out those videos. Me, I still have it in my old computer. Where he said that the governors, that's the way he speaks, the governors, instead of them to read sense, they will be reading phonetics. No, whether you need, I know you understand what I'm saying. They will be reading phonetics. Chike Doziem, that's the way he speaks. When you're in Switzerland, you're not in America, that's the way he speaks. He will say, I come from Iheoma. Iheoma. What is the meaning of Iheoma? So these are the people that sold the struggle. You know, these particular people sold the struggle to governors. That was the way he was speaking. He said the governors, mayors, he said, I cannot repeat it because I'm not a Lampedusa person. So they sold ESN to governors, and the governors converted the ESN to Bubag. Now, why are they telling us that IPOB has ESN? But before they sold it, Simon Ekpa has already called those that were faithful under Ikonso and NNAMDI KANU. You know what I mean by Ikonso and NNAMDI KANU? And they all came under the command of autopilot that later transmobilified into Biafra Liberation Army that we launched through our charter and our Helsinki Convention in 2023 from 22nd of October or 23rd of October 2023. Biafra Liberation Army, it was called BLA. That is what is written in a bridge Wikipedia. So now, where are they manufacturing this ESN now? Where are they manufacturing the seats at home that they say that they have cancelled through Chike Doziem and Chinas War? You see, that is to do what you call scarika barile and to come off lagare. They want to take the glory of, not even glory. They want to take the loins of a woman that does not belong to their own wife. But I thank God Almighty, because on the that our people know the difference between the sound of Egbe and Egbe. And that is the reason why all of us must be very, very resolute and to support BRGIE, because I so love this exposition and this opinion that came from Mazi and Akonam, because it is not easy for people to understand that we must recognize the three, the Trinity, meaning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Mazi NKERE, because these are the pilotas. Two are in detention, one is active. Very, very simple. So having said this, before I let us to hear another thing that is happening in the main market, let us pass the microphone here to one of those that has on the mic. Who wants to come first? Is it our brother Veteran Dragon or Mazimweze? Any of you can come up on the microphone before we go to Onyeze. Thank you, sir.
Let me just speak briefly. My Honorable Minister and Academic Highness, the man that is the man Mono, the only educated man in Europe. We are proud of you. And also our Minister of the Military. Thank you so much for filling up the gap this moment. And I think you've been on for quite some time now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Eunice, I salute you. Mary Tekan, I salute you. Those are our women who are leading this war. I salute you. Ben, I salute you. So many of us are here.
Sorry,
thank you.
Omwada with European recognition.
Yes. These are special Omwada. They are special, and we adore them, and they have been playing a role that we cannot in any way undermine them, and anywhere we see them, we accord them the respect they have merited. So thank you so much, everyone. We have multiple topics here, as I can see. We have Biafrans are very resolute. And of course, we have no choice. We have no choice other than to be resolute, because by our history, we have passed a lot. We have suffered a lot. We have gone through a lot, despite all our efforts and our goodwill. And our good we have been repaid with evil in all we try to do. So we have suffered a lot, and I think it comes in a particular time in a man's history or in a people's history when they say enough is enough. And when you say enough is enough, you have no choice other than to be resolute. And not just only being resolute, you also become consistent and persistent in whatever you're doing. So we have come to that point, and we owe nobody any apology. And if we are looking at the evolutions of our struggle, beginning from our internal leader down to our supreme leader, we can see that there is no time either nature or God or heaven or circumstance have not given us a leader. In any time we find ourselves at a crossroad, God has been so kind to give us a leader. And unfortunately, when NNAMDI KANU, our supreme leader, was kidnapped, DOS went to sleep, which is very, 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 very bad in a freedom movement. A freedom movement, you don't have any time to. There's no time to sleep. There's no such time. You must always be on the go, because it's about life and death. So unfortunately, they went to sleep, and that sleep was more or less occasional. Apart from the fact that their hands were in his ordeal, and that sleep was a kind of breaking the movement and stopping and the baton. Instead of smoothly passing the baton, they decided to hold on, and their holding on was the reason where they were giving is that they want him to continue to give instruction from the prison, and it doesn't work that way. I don't know why our people are so slow in understanding a very simple administrative norms. It doesn't work that way. A man who is not free cannot in any way be dishing out instructions. And moreover, anything we do and we are target on them, we complicate their issues. We implicate them more. So it's very unfair. It's very unfair for anyone to keep on tagging our leaders who are not free with our actions today. And we saw also that when our former prime minister took over, he realized this, and he made it clear that taking instruction from a man that is under trial and who is also incarcerated, and that it will not be fair to that man, that we will be creating more problem for the man. And as a result, he made it clear that we weren't going to take instruction from our supreme leader again, because that will be complicating his case and also implicating him. And moreover, when you are in such situation, there is no way you can know what is happening in the free world. You cannot know. People will come and they will feed you with all kinds of stories. So, and it was very, very reasonable that we decided that we weren't going to take instruction from him. But again, our former prime minister now had his own ordeal, which is not strange, because it is very clear. Even our supreme leader made it clear that there are three places. If you are looking for a freedom fighter, there are three places you might find them. Either it is in the grave, or it is in the prison, or it is in exile. So when our former prime minister had his ordeal, there is, and I want to also tell our people, for those who are very slow to understand, you see, there is no court or nowhere you can take the present brig under our Prime Minister NKERE. There's no way you can table the case and you will win, because first of all, when you table that case, they will ask for the charter. And when you look at the charter has stipulated a period of time after which you are free to elect a prime minister. So anywhere you table it, they will ask you, what does your law say? What is the charter? What is the charter? So when they go to the charter, then you have no, it's government no case submission. You have no case at all. So people should just understand it. It's very, very simple. And it's not.
Daddy veteran, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me reveal something for dear friends. You see, I speak this with truth. I don't invent things when it concerns collective something. You see, IMPRISONMENT calendar from America, those people that went and registered parallel BRJE. In my Karahobi, by the time they understood the meaning of we using our charter and our bylaws as reference point, as the supreme law before the sovereignty of Biafra, they went modifying those laws, and they don't know that the original one, by the time we go to the main court, they don't even believe that people might be sued to court. That by the time we go there, we bring the original one and ask them several questions. Then ejideha n'unu. Ondu mwoke gejideha nadazi enu. They are modifying. They are just secretly under their own bed, modifying those, charters and bylaws. That is what they're doing now. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. That will not help them, because the more they try that, the more they incriminate themselves, the more they are committing more, because they don't have the power to. There are ways of changing either a charter or a constitution. There are stipulated ways. And so they don't, if they continue to do that, the more they get themselves involved in legal issues. But I will also really want, I really want to advocate that we actually try some legal action against this people, because sometimes the more you give people the opportunity to continue to misbehave, they think they are doing the right thing. I think we should our government should really do something, and I know they are really working towards that. We really have to give an example. We should use one or two people to give an example, because this nonsense has becoming unnecessary. And unfortunately, they don't really know what they are doing. The more they do these things, the more they commit a lot of crimes. And so, having said that, the other thing I want to say is that freeing our leaders who are in prison, it will not come from them. It's not going to come by going to them to go and tell them all lies and trying to take instruction. It shows that you don't even know what you are doing. When you go to a man who is in prison to begin to ask him what is the next thing to do, you don't even know what you are doing. You see, you are not supposed to be in freedom fighting. Your leader is in the prison. It is what you do outside the prison that will set him free. It's your action that will set him free.
Irrelevant.
So, the earlier they understand that, they should just stop behaving like children who cannot take decisions on themselves, or who doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. This is our former prime minister who made it very clear, openly to the whole world, that we weren't going to take instruction from NNAMDI KANU, and it was very, very clear. So how come today some people are still going to him and telling him all different kinds of lies, and then try to say they are taking instruction from him? This is very, 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 very uncalled for. So going to the next topic, our people must understand that Nigeria has already divided. Of course, this is obvious, very, very obvious. The unity of Nigeria has crumbled a long time ago. And of course, Nigeria has never been united anywhere, because going by the quotes from the so-called founders of Nigeria, you will discover that Nigeria has never been united at any time in history. It has never been united. So when we're talking about it's already divided. It's already divided. Divided religiously, divided tribally, divided ethnically. So it divided politically, socially. In any way, it's divided. Fulanis are going all over, killing everybody. Exactly. That's also a division.
We are refreshed.
And then the Hausas are crying.
We are refreshed.
So, and the Middle Belters are crying.
Share it to all.
So, where is the unity?
Only 1 hour.
Unity